Hey guys, it's me, Stasia Star. Welcome to Stasia Star Daily, where we discuss everything from makeup, beauty, fashion, health, and wellness, as well as how to level up and live your very best life. We'll talk about love, dating, and relationships, and really the topics that pertain to the modern day woman. And just very quickly, if you like these earrings, these are the Starseed earrings from my store, rebelheart.com. The information will be in the description. It is a fashion and spiritual wellness company, so feel free to check that out. So today's topic is going to be stop playing small and become that girl. So if you've been playing it small, dimming your light, or holding back your talents and creativity because you're scared of what people will think, this is your wake-up call. Today is the day where you're going to make the decision to level up for yourself and live the life of your dreams and become that girl. Okay, so number one, how do you know that you're playing it too small? You're playing a little bit too safe, and that's holding you back. One, you care too much about what people think. I'll say that again. You care too much about what people think, and that is literally holding you back. Fear of judgment, the need for constant approval, consistently overthinking about how people perceive you and how they feel about you, none of it serves you. The truth, people are way too caught up in their own lives, in their own mind, in their own hopes and dreams, in their own day-to-day to really be that worried about you. So release the need to be validated by others externally and start to pour that love and light into yourself. One of the greatest things I've done for myself over the years is remove the need to be validated or well-liked or well-perceived by others. I know who I am, I know where I'm going, and if someone doesn't like it, that's too bad. If you're a great person, if you're a talented person, if you're a beautiful person, if you have a good heart, that's all that matters. You're never going to be 100% liked by everyone. And typically the people who are liked by everyone are kind of fake and phony. And leveled up, bossed up women are not fake and not phony. We are genuine and we are true to ourselves and we put ourselves first. Okay? Clock it. Now, similar to point one, we have point two, which can kind of go hand in hand. Fear of criticism and exposure. This is a big one. A lot of you guys might not know that I am a musician. I have been recording music, writing music since I was 11 years old. And I had a lot of opportunity within the music industry, specifically in my teenage years, in my early 20s. But I was so afraid of exposure. I was so afraid of putting myself out there. I was so afraid of people judging my music, not liking my music, dissecting my sound. I fell victim to a lot of the naysayers. I fell victim to a lot of the negative things people told me, and I let that get in my head. So I kind of gave up on that dream prematurely. Now I'm very happy where my life is now, and I am still making music, but if I had a little bit more confidence in myself in my younger years, who knows what would have happened. I walked away from record deals. I wouldn't do features with artists. I would literally hide myself because I did not want to be exposed. So I say that to say that being seen means being judged. It's unavoidable. But what's worse? Never stepping into your full power and potential because you were scared or worried about irrelevant opinions? Every single successful person has critics. Let them watch. If you love yourself and you're prayed up, God will protect you and lead you down the path you're meant to go down. So do not hold yourself back out of fear of being criticized. Okay? And you know what? Talk is cheap. And I'm expensive. And if you see me glancing, it's because I literally wrote a script. So I'm reading from that. But as we get into more content, we will find a better way so that it looks a little more natural. But anyways, so now point three, people pleasing is a contradiction. Let me say that again for the people pleasers. I am a reformed people pleaser. Okay? People pleasing is a contradiction. And let's talk about why. Let me tell you this, and I need this message to land. You are never going to make everyone happy. You should not even strive to make everyone happy. You know how much energy you will burn trying to please and make everyone happy? A lot of women of color, specifically Black and brown women, struggle with this. Women who come from religious backgrounds, women who come from traditional backgrounds, Caribbean, African, indigenous women, Latina women, they struggle with this because it's almost ingrained with us in childhood to make sure everyone's happy, to take care of the little siblings, to take care of your mom, to clean the house after your brothers, to, people please and do everything for your man. And not saying that traditional acts within feminine roles are not powerful and aren't beautiful when practiced in a healthy, equally receivable way, but overextending yourself can be extremely detrimental. And it's very contradictory to a bossed up woman. And if you didn't know, some people actually want you to stay small because your growth reminds them of their stagnancy. Let me say that again. Some people actually prefer you to stay small because your growth reminds them of their stagnancy. You are a threat. People love when you're playing it safe. People love you before you launch that business. People love you before you lose that weight. People love you before you go back to school and get that degree, that new house, before you get that loving, high value, leveled up partner. Because either you're triggering something within them that they don't have, you're triggering something within them that now you are at their level and they see you as competition. One thing I realized, people always see the amazingness on you. People can see the calling on your life and spirit before you do. That's why you got to have knowledge of self. Because if you let other people determine your speed and your trajectory, they will make sure you're behind them 99% of the time. Whenever you start to glow up and level up in your life, you're going to hear people say, oh, so-and-so changed. She don't even come around no more. She be acting different. You're not meant to stay stuck. I always say, and this is something I've always said to myself since I was a kid, I was not put on this planet to make anyone comfortable. I was put on this planet to fulfill my God-given purpose. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. So stop twisting yourself to fit into other people's comfort. Your purpose is bigger than anyone's opinion. And let's go into the next point, the overly humble trap. I see women fall into this trap on a daily basis. I don't want to seem too arrogant. I don't want to take up too much space. I don't want them not to like me. I don't want them to judge me. I don't want to wear that because I'm going to be looking like I'm doing too much. Oh, please, wear the outfit. Take up the space. Let them suffocate. Girl, who told you that humility means shrinking? Who told you that humility means shrinking? Just imagine if Beyonce was like, I'm not going to get on this stage and perform at the greatest ability because I don't want to outshine all the other performers. No. A butterfly is meant to become a butterfly. You learn, you prepare, you analyze and reflect in that cocoon. But when those wings are ready to break through that layer, it's time to go. Don't block your purpose, child. And you know what? This goes back to becoming a threat. A lot of the times you're not even arrogant. A lot of the times you're not even cocky, right? A lot of the times you're confident. And your confidence triggers people. So a lot of the time, specifically beautiful women with amazing aura, with great energy, they're bullied in their childhood. They're bullied in elementary, middle, high school, college. So they learn to shrink themselves. They learn to keep themselves small. And the bullying can come from friends, family, and relationship partners. They learn to hold back in all aspects of their life, thinking that being this people pleaser is actually serving them, when really you are dimming and dumbing yourself down to make people comfortable who don't understand you, who are already committed to misjudging you and misunderstanding you. So you gotta dare to dream. You gotta dare to be you. And you really can't give up what they say. Let me say this now, and I hope you guys clock this T. Confidence is not arrogance. Confidence can protect you in so many ways in life. Being confident will get you through the door, will get you opportunities. Being confident can protect you from terrible relationships, from really poor friendships, can help you level up in your career. Confidence is not arrogance. And if people have a problem with your confidence, it's because you're triggering probably low self-esteem within them. You love and light, but that ain't got nothing to do with me. Give it to God and not me. The light always shines in the dark. You coming into a room and being fully confident, you're raising the vibration of the space. And if people don't like that, they're just not your people. Okay? So be as confident as you can. And if you need help on confident, continue to follow, because we'll be discussing a lot of different ways on how I've built a high self-esteem over many years. Shine because you're meant to. Shine bright like a diamond. Now for the next point, not showing your talents because you fear being challenged or copied. No one can do you like you can do you. No one can do you like you can do you. No one can outdo Anastasia. I am the very best, perfect, created in the divine's image to do Anastasia. So I have no fear of doing things that other people are doing. I believe that there's enough for all of us. I do not submit to the crabs in the barrel mentality. That holds women back a lot too. Well, I don't want to do this because I don't want this person to copy me, and I don't want this person to think I'm trying to copy them. We could all get money. You can't think about that. You got to have your blinders on. When you're too focused on what other people are doing, that's how you lose the race. You got to stay focused on the goal, which is winning. Your essence, creativity, vision, it's one of a kind. People can copy the blueprint, but they'll never have the magic. Stop hoarding your gifts out of fear. Once again, people can copy the blueprint, but they can't build the house the same way. There's still going to be some changes. And honestly, when you have dope energy, it's not a bad thing to be an inspiration. And for the final point, the comfort zone is a desert. Literally nothing grows there. Now, we all know comfort feels safe, but it's literally where dreams go to die. And like the late, great Langston Hughes once said, what happens to a dream deferred? What happens if you never try? What happens if you never put yourself out there? Living in the idea or the manifestation that negativity and failure is what's ahead of you is literally the energy you will call into your life. You have to believe that you're worthy of greatness. You have to believe that even if I stumble, even if I fail, even if this doesn't work out for me, great things are ahead of me, and I've learned valuable lessons along the way. Growth is uncomfortable. Success is uncomfortable. Being that girl requires to stretch and mold, to adapt, to pivot, and to shift. If you stay stuck, that's exactly where you're gonna be. Living in the comfort zone is the desert. It's time to stretch beyond what's familiar to you. You either evolve or you stay stuck. And honestly, another thing about the desert, you could get real thirsty if you stay there too long. You might not even make it out. A lot of the times people who stay stagnant, who are afraid to try new things, who want to stay in their comfort zone out of fear, they become very thirsty. They might even start to overextend themselves or try to do the most to get attention because they see other people who have been putting in the work, who live fearlessly, that have gone after their dreams and goals, start to get results. You also can become bitter, and you can also become just kind of upset and regretful. So to prevent that, give yourself the opportunity to try to grow, because nobody likes a bitter, thirsty girl anyways. So yes, ladies, I really hope this information helped somebody out there. I want you guys to know I'm never being judgmental. This is literally advice that I give because these are things that I've lived through. I always am going to leave a call to action at the end of every one of these videos. And so first we'll start with an affirmation that I think would really assist in this type of energy. I am open to all the greatness and possibilities that the universe has to offer, as I am worthy of it. Okay, so keep that affirmation in mind and repeat that every day in the mirror, and I'm telling you, you'll see some change over time. So my call to action for you guys is to try one thing you can do today, one thing you've always wanted to do, and just give it a try and commit to it and see the changes that can happen in your life. Comment I am her if you resonate with this message. All right, sending you guys so much love and light, and we'll check in later. All right, bye-bye.